lo que existe en nuestra realidad tiene una causa. Eso quiere decir que nuestro cuerpo y cada una de las partes de nuestro cuerpo tiene una causa. Así es que si funciona bien, es porque algo estamos sembrando que está provocando como resultado tener un cuerpo saludable. Pero si algo funciona mal, también vendrá de una causa. Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Anaí Luis Rojo y el día de hoy tenemos un invitado especial en este episodio. Vamos a hablar con Dr. Ward Smith, quien ha dedicado toda su vida a el trabajo y desarrollo para mejorar la vida y la salud de muchas personas a quienes ha ayudado. Este episodio va a estar en inglés porque Dr. Ward Smith no lo concedió en este idioma. Si necesitas traducción al español, lo vamos a tener en YouTube, en donde vas a poder verlo con subtítulos y traducido al español. Quiero platicarte un poco acerca de Dr. Ward Smith, quien tiene más de 20 años de experiencia en la medicina china, trabajo energético, terapias corporales, herbolaria y también en la traducción de textos antiguos de esta filosofía que estudio. Es un gran maestro para mí. Él es una de estas personas muy raras y especiales que hablan de los idiomas más antiguos de la humanidad, como son el tibetano y el sánscrito, que es el idioma original en el que están estos libros antiguos del Tíbet, en donde viene toda la sabiduría que nosotros aprendemos y bueno, a través de todo esto que nos enseñan estos maestros es que yo les comparto cada uno de estos episodios aquí en el podcast. Y bueno, soy súper fan del trabajo de Dr. Ward, ya que él ha integrado la sabiduría ancestral del taoísmo, el budismo y el yoga en un solo método. Y créanme que es verdaderamente poderoso. Así es que vamos a darle la bienvenida a Dr. Ward. Thank you so much, Dr. Ward Smith, for sharing with us this beautiful topic with us. Is very important because at this time in the year, we are going to start learning how to improve our health.
You're very welcome. How can I do today?
So, first of all, I would like to share with you what was the moment that I thought I want to have a course and sharing with this great teacher about this topic. Um, a couple of years ago, we were taking a class with you and Geshe Michael, and you start to sharing about that our body have a cause, and each part of our body has a cause. Is connected with all our actions and how we treat other people and ourselves that creates our body. And if we are doing good deeds, these good seeds is going to create good body. And if we are doing bad deeds, we are going to create a body that is not working very well. So I would like to ask you, what is the source of this topic you were sharing in that class?
Oh, the idea that our bodies come from a cause, and that cause is, things that we've thought, spoke, and done in the past, especially to others, um, mainly comes from the Buddha, about 2,500 years ago in India. He said it many times in many places. Mainly the Wheel of Life teachings talk about it quite a bit, how we come to be a human.
Thank you so much. Continue with this topic. I would like to ask you if it is easy to know what causes create each part of our body, and specifically, if we can know what cause create our illness. For example, if we have diabetes, so what behavior create this illness, for example, in our body? Because this illness is very common in our country, so I would like to know if it is easy to understand what behavior create this illness in our body.
Yeah, that's a great question. Mm, yeah, each type of disease, illness, problem in our body, as well as the good things in our body, come from their own specific causes. It's it's not that I know each and every one. The Buddha didn't necessarily say each and every one, but the general idea is that if you hurt others in the past, physically,
Mhm.
um, and even neglected your own physical health in the past, then that would create a disease state. So, specifically speaking, diabetes, I can't say for sure, but um, I would talk to the individual person with the diabetes and see more about how they thought, how they acted towards themselves, and that would give me insight as to why they had it.
Okay, okay. So each person have different causes. It could be the same disease also.
Mm, different causes could create the same disease. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, like if three different people have diabetes, uh,
Uh-huh.
they could have different causes that each of them get this illness.
Yeah. I mean slightly because everybody's different, right? Everyone has a different individual case. In general, all of them would have been either hurting other people or hurting their own bodies. I mean, even if you think about it in terms of the conventional cause of diabetes, which is, you know, eating too much sugar or something like that, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
At least, adult onset diabetes, then you know, basically what happens is you're doing something that's bad for you. Eating just a lot of sugar isn't good for your body. You need you need a different kind of diet to be healthy. So, and it's just the conventional cause is also a karmic cause if you think about it. And that
Got it. If we are hurting our body, we are creating the conventional and karmic causes that creates our illness, right? Do you think it is the same in any kind of illness?
yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, even certain kinds of harsh speech or certain kinds of speech could also do it, but in general, I would say the most basic thing is yeah, hurting people's body.
Oh, okay. So what kind of diseases we can get if we have a hard speech,
Hmm.
like
I have
emotionally or different kind?
well, I mean, definitely emotionally. I mean, different kinds of speech could lead to different kinds of emotional issues, especially fear in the body.
Oh,
Uh, but even things like um blocking the work of certain like holy beings could create physical body issues, physical pain, um things like that. So it's not just that it's hurting people's body, but that's just the most kind of basic one.
oh,
So I
wow.
I would
Mm.
say for harsh speech and other kinds of speech, like yeah, you could definitely create emotional problems, if not certain physical problems but they're so closely related that they're almost, you can almost not separate them.
Yeah, some emotions and are very painful also.
They're painful and then they lead to, nervous system issues, which is a physical issue, things like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Based on all that you've been sharing with us, do you believe that all diseases can be stopped or cured and we can have a healthy body?
I think it's quite possible to overcome any disease state. To overcome all of them, is possible, but it does take extraordinary action. I mean, you have to really want that and really do some incredible things for other people and think about them in a very particular way, as well as have a very powerful like meditation practice, a very powerful like yoga type of practice, those sorts of things. So yes, it's possible, but I think it's rarer because the amount of effort it takes and the amount of support that it takes. You have to have really good teachers, and the specific resources to to do that. But I definitely think it's possible.
Okay, yes, I totally agree that not all the time we are willing to do what we have to do to recover our healthy body. So, I would like to ask you, I've been hearing about that all our illness have a different sources and we have to work on it in a holistic way. Do you think any kind of illness have different sources, or it could be possible that we can have a physical illness that is come just from one source?
Oh, interesting. Um, I think many can be very closely related, if not from the same cause. It's like if you if you plant a seed and grow a tree, uh, the tree will have branches and leaves. And, there'll be different parts of the tree that appear to be different things, but they'll all make up the tree. So, again, it really depends on the person, but overall, I would say most disease states have either a very similar cause, and sometimes if people have many health issues, they can have basically the same cause.
Okay. And all the time we have to work on our diseases in a holistic way,
I think it's,
or it depends.
I mean, everything depends, but I think it's advantageous to work on it holistically. I mean, to think of, when something happens to me, I think about, well, how am I thinking that created this? How am I feeling that created this? And then of course, any physical things that could have created it. I try to think about and engage all three of those when I um deal with a problem.
Okay, okay, okay. Just to close this episode, I would like to ask you if there is one advice that you can share with people. How can we know what is the source of our illness? If it is physical or emotional or energetic or like other ways.
I think you really have to investigate yourself, your own mind. Um, you know, when did it happen? How did it happen? Where is it happening to me? Um, and look at, your life and your situation, and from there start to like peel apart why it's happening the way it's happening. It's an individual journey, but the
Okay.
the way we do it is basically the same. It's just like unraveling a mystery or something. It just takes some effort and you know, t- and oftentimes support. You often need professionals to help you work through, you know, why those specific things are happening to you at this time.
Okay, that's very interesting. Also, if we are going to a conventional doctor, he will ask all these questions to understand where is our illness come from. So anyway, we need to start our investigation with us. So it's not other way to start.
Exactly. That's where you would start.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Ward, for sharing with us this very interesting information.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias a todos los que nos están escuchando. Los invitamos a esta masterclass que vamos a tener con Dr. Word próximamente para que conozcamos más acerca de estas causas ocultas de la salud. Yo soy Anaí Luis Rojo y los espero en el próximo episodio para conocer más sobre cómo la ética conduce a la felicidad.